have a question for you. Why is racism still active in this day and age? Why are some people out there saying words like lynching? They're going to hang someone. They're going to beat them up because they're a different race. Where do people get the audacity from? Now, I came across this clip, right? A young man was walking down the street and this white couple came up from behind, or they were behind him saying, oh, we're going to lynch you. We're going to tie you to a tree or something like that. We're going to, I don't know. I think that's a bit too graphic for YouTube, but we're going to, does that make sense? I hope so. An incident like that just goes to show that there's a certain group of people that feel like they still have the power to do as they wish, do as they please without any consequences. Because if the police comes up to them and says, ma'am, who's disturbing? Oh no, he did this and he did that and he's gonna rob us and he's gonna kill us. Yet they're the ones who are saying these words. It's very unfortunate. Hi there, my name is Janita Maya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, subscribe, guys. I have sung subscribe. Let's watch the clips.
He's recording. That's right, record me.
Take your black ass out of here, mother.
Soliciting the wrong person.
Take your black ass out of here. You up. Don't come cussing my door, mother. You in your phone. Get your ass beat, mother.
Get off my property
Get out of here. Record that shit. Come back and get him. Angry.
now. Good. I hope you show your employers, because this is what your employees do.
You dumb. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass the out of here. You come back and get him, we'll hang you.
Don't go over his house either.
He don't want nothing. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass out of here.
You want him at your house? He's soliciting.
You better walk away. You walk away. You talking to my wife right now.
Shocking. A black man was stopped by a strong white man while taking a walk in his community. On April 12th, as DeAndre was walking home, Jonathan Pentland, a 42-year-old U.S. Army instructor, chased after him and began questioning him.
What are you doing here? Walking. Then walk.
Pentland claims that DeAndre is harassing neighbors and demands that he get out of the community.
You're in the wrong neighborhood, mother. Get out.
Pentland's wife said that DeAndre is the aggressor.
Pretty sure you were the aggressor, buddy.
You're aggressing on the neighborhood.
When DeAndre tried to answer, Pentland launched an attack.
Someone came running up.
Walk back.
You better walk away. You walk away. You talking to my wife right now.
DeAndre told Pentland that he lives in this community. Pentland insists that he is lying and states that this is a tightly knit community that he has never seen before. DeAndre asked Pentland, how long has he been in this community? However, Pentland refused to answer.
It doesn't matter. You know what? Get the hell out of my face. Get out of my face.
You walked up to me.
Check it out, mother. I ain't playing with you.
After the police arrived at the scene and learned what had happened, Pentland was arrested and charged with 2 counts of second-degree felony. Because DeAndre's home is indeed in this community and only a 10-minute walk away.
Because he was inferior, he was small, and he was black.
Not 1, 2 nooses in the tree, and told this family, this is for your little boy.
Dukaman, who has 2 black sons, says when she called Manville police about the nooses, they claimed there was nothing they could do because it was a freedom of speech.
What kind of man uses racial hate and bigotry to harass a small child?
Despite pleas of help from the mother, her calls haven't gotten any response from officials.
If something was to happen to him, because I don't want it to get to that point. And that's what I've been trying to do this whole time, was be proactive.
No one within the city's administration, including law enforcement, has done anything whatsoever to help and assist this family for over a year.
Fox 26 did try to approach the man to get his side of the story, but we were told to back off. We're blurring his face because he has not been charged with a crime.
We deserve better as a people, as a nation, and this mother deserves better with her family who live on this block.
When my grandmother passed away, we ran across a little box of papers under her bed. And of course, being nosy, we picked it up and it was clippings.
Yeah. And when I read the newspaper clipping, we discovered my grandfather was lynched in Shreveport, Louisiana, April 9th, 1912. I've never seen a picture, but I just see him being afraid of this mob, he's alone and he can't defend himself. And he most likely knows that he's going to die that day, And it's almost as if I could feel that fear. And it kind of made it real for me. And Dad was only 6 years old.
He was old enough and aware enough to realize that they murdered his dad and that they had to then run. And they changed the spelling of his last name.
Yeah.
The original spelling of Miles is M-I-L-E-S. And now we spell it M-Y-L-E-S because they were essentially trying to hide. And
that's when the family uprooted and came to California.
I think that since they were running from the authorities back in Shreveport, my dad changed his birthday in his birthplace. He was saying that he was born in San Francisco because he wanted to have had all his paperwork burned in the Great Fire. I think it was in 1906. And I just think that he felt safer having another name, another birthday. They couldn't attach him to that lynching.
A lot of the time he preferred to be in other countries, I guess, where he felt more comfortable. And that was probably a root of it.
I think my dad did not appreciate how important a father figure is in the family. I personally would have liked to have my dad around a lot more. But since he grew up with just women, you know, his mom, his grandmother, maybe he didn't realize that, you know what, I should be more present in the family.
When you see the whole picture, the puzzle comes together. Because we always wonder, oh, he just likes Mexico better or he likes South America better. But as for raising us, I think he wanted to keep us away from the racism. And that was his way of doing it. You know, you never know the whole story as to why.
I didn't realize that you guys only found out once your grandmother died and then you found the clippings. I didn't even know that.
It was just known to just not ask, you know. It was speak when you're spoken to, that kind of thing. It was, if my grandmother didn't bring it up, you wouldn't bring it up either. You know what I'm saying? And my father never brought it up. And his mother certainly never brought it up. And we lived with her for periods of time.
Right now that she was mentioning that, so far I've been focusing on my grandfather. I didn't think about my grandmother's feelings. Here she is at a young age. She was all part of that too.
Yeah, she was only 26 when she became a widow.
Yeah.
If my grandmother was here today, I would ask her what it felt like when the incident happened. And why didn't she tell us about it? She missed out on a source of comfort. And I don't think we would have judged her. I think we would have felt, wow, you went through a lot, you know?
When I found out all that information, I started crying, mostly for my grandfather, the pain he went through, and then crying for my mom and her family, because I started to understand how the pain that he suffered affected his relationship with his family, how something like this can impact generations.
The image behind me, this image is the truth of our country's history that our students are denied. This is what lynching in America, this is what it looks like. What we must remember is that for every black person they hung from a tree, dozens of white people came to celebrate. When our students don't learn about these lynchings in school, it's not to just deny us our justice. It's because racist policymakers don't want white children to know that that may be great-grandpa smiling in the picture and pointing up at our ancestors dangling as strange fruit. This is the truth about our country that too many racist lawmakers want to prevent our students from learning. So to young white people across our country, this is your history. The atrocities perpetuated against black people for generations were committed by your ancestors. Not all of you, but many of you. So you have to know this is American history. So what will you do to help repair the damage? What will you do to help us achieve reparations for the harm done? And if your history books do not teach this history, question the book. Talk to your school district. Tell them that we don't want a whitewashed history. We want and deserve the truth. Thank you, and I yield back.
Yeah, they gonna keep sweeping this shit under the rug, but guess what? We gonna talk about it. In 1 week alone, there has been 4 different occasions, black men hanging from trees. Different occasions, but the same outcome. In each of these cases, by law enforcement, it was rules, self-inflicted. I know my people, we had it rough. We got tough skin though. I don't know not one person, period, that's gonna say, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. Tree. Make sure y'all checking on y'all people, man. Make sure they ain't walking alone in these type of areas, man. You get what I'm saying? You know the areas. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. I apologize to the victim families that get the news that one of your loved ones did that to themselves, and you know them more than anybody else, and you know that they would never do nothing like that to themselves. Them the ones that hurt the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't. Like, come on, man. Be real, man. Keep y'all people safe, man. Don't be going nowhere by y'allself, bro. Y'all know how this shit go, man. Stay safe out.
This is so scary. Like, lynching is a history, but is history, right? It happened before, but it's scary that some people still want to exercise that in this day and age, but that just goes to show them the true nature of their intentions. What's at the heart of it all? That this person is thinking of finishing you. It's very, very, very unfortunate. I hope it's like a hate crime or something, right? But yeah, guys, we've come to the end of this episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the bell for notifications. Do subscribe. Follow me on all my socials at Jenny Tamaya. I will see you in the next one. Bye.